49ers faithful. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. The NFL world was left stunned yesterday when Kyle Shanahan, the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers, completely lost his composure during a live press conference, revealing in a way that seemed both unplanned and brutally honest that he wants Christian McCaffrey out of the team. McCaffrey, who was drafted in the first round of the 2017 NFL Draft by the Carolina Panthers, has been a consistent figure in professional football, known for his agility, vision, and ability to change the dynamics of a game within seconds. While the 49ers have relied on his talents since his acquisition, Shanahan's public outburst has sparked a whirlwind of speculation among fans, analysts, and insiders alike. The intensity of his remarks suggested that tensions behind the scenes may have reached a boiling point, raising questions about team chemistry, locker room dynamics, and the potential strategic misalignment between McCaffrey's playing style and Shanahan's long-term vision. Social media exploded within minutes, with thousands of tweets dissecting every nuance of Shanahan's tone, body language, and choice of words. Analysts immediately began theorizing whether this could signal a trade, a renegotiation of contracts, or even a deeper philosophical clash about how the 49ers intend to construct their offensive strategy moving forward. Rumors are circulating at an unprecedented pace, leaving fans in a state of anxious anticipation. Insiders have hinted that the tension between Shanahan and McCaffrey has been simmering for weeks, if not months, suggesting that what we witnessed on live television was merely the surface of a much deeper conflict. McCaffrey, known for his dedication and meticulous preparation, has consistently delivered top-tier performances on the field, contributing both in rushing yards and in catching passes out of the backfield. Despite these efforts, Shanahan's frustration seems rooted not just in performance metrics, but in a complex mix of strategic expectations, interpersonal dynamics, and perhaps differing visions for the 49ers' offensive identity. This has left team executives scrambling to contain the fallout, balancing the need for public diplomacy with the urgency of resolving internal friction before it starts affecting gameplay. The narrative has taken on a life of its own, with sports blogs, podcasts, and YouTube channels dissecting every angle, while fans attempt to predict the consequences of what could become one of the most dramatic splits in recent NFL history. While some speculate that McCaffrey could be traded to a rival team hungry for explosive talent, others wonder if this conflict could trigger a broader restructuring within the 49ers coaching staff. In any case, the drama has captivated the football community, creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond the stadium walls and into every corner of social media. The implications of Shanahan's live outburst are far-reaching, and the atmosphere within the 49ers organization reportedly teeters between anxiety and disbelief. Sources suggest that locker room conversations have become increasingly tense, with players choosing sides or attempting to stay neutral while navigating the uncertainty surrounding McCaffrey's future. The running back's role has always been pivotal, and his ability to influence games both through explosive runs and versatile receiving skills makes him one of the most coveted players in the league. Shanahan's public insistence that McCaffrey should leave has sparked heated debates among NFL pundits, some arguing that the coach's demands are a calculated strategy to push management toward a quick resolution, while others view it as an unprofessional display that could destabilize team morale. Fans have taken to forums and comment sections in droves, analyzing Shanahan's body language, tone, and phrasing to decode whether his statements were a form of negotiation, an emotional outburst, or a deliberate leak to the media to manipulate public perception. The speculation surrounding potential trade destinations for McCaffrey is already reaching fever pitch, with names of teams like the New York Giants, Miami Dolphins, and Dallas Cowboys floating as plausible landing spots, each promising different tactical advantages and challenges. Meanwhile, insiders caution that nothing is confirmed, emphasizing that live broadcasts can amplify statements that might have been tempered in private meetings. The NFL ecosystem is abuzz, and the drama continues to feed endless content cycles, fueling fan theories and insider leaks that may or may not have merit, but certainly captivate attention. As the news spread, sports analysts began breaking down McCaffrey's stats, career trajectory, and injury history to determine whether Shanahan's outburst had any grounding in measurable performance issues or if it was purely a clash of personalities. McCaffrey's versatility as a running back, combined with his ability to catch passes and contribute to special teams, makes him a rare asset in the modern NFL, and many argue that letting him go could significantly weaken the 49ers' offensive arsenal. Some suggest that the coach's comments might be part of a psychological strategy aimed at creating leverage in contract negotiations, while others see it as a genuine signal that McCaffrey's future in San Francisco is in jeopardy. The media frenzy surrounding the incident has amplified the pressure on both parties, with pundits speculating on how other players might react and whether the situation could influence upcoming games. There are whispers that the internal dynamics may be even more complicated than what was shown on camera, hinting at disagreements over play calling, conditioning expectations, and even off-field conduct. Fans are divided, with some defending McCaffrey as a hard-working, talented athlete caught in the crossfire, while others side with Shanahan, suggesting that leadership requires tough decisions regardless of public opinion. The scenario has become a textbook case of high-stakes NFL drama, combining elements of sports performance, leadership challenges, and the human factor in elite athletics. Meanwhile, the rumor mill churns relentlessly, feeding speculation about possible trades, contract renegotiations, and the broader impact on the 49ers' strategy for the season. Even before the dust settled, betting markets and fantasy football leagues began recalibrating their projections, taking Shanahan's comments as a potential indicator of big changes in roster strategy. McCaffrey's value, both in terms of fantasy points and his influence on real game outcomes, has suddenly become a hot topic, with analysts attempting to quantify the impact of a potential trade on the 49ers' offensive production. The conversations on social media range from reasoned statistical analysis to emotionally charged debates, with fans passionately arguing over who is right, who is wrong, and what this could mean for the next few seasons. The situation has sparked renewed discussions about the balance between player autonomy, team leadership, and the pressures of performing in the high-stakes environment of the NFL. Shanahan's unfiltered remarks have inadvertently revealed a tension that many suspected existed, but no one had seen so publicly, turning what might have been a private internal matter into a public spectacle. The debate now spans not only NFL analysts, but also mainstream media, sports psychologists, and former players who weigh in on the dynamics of elite sports teams under stress. Every subtle gesture in McCaffrey's response, every interview snippet, and every reported locker room conversation is now subject to intense scrutiny. As the hours pass, the speculation is only growing, with potential trade rumors, contract renegotiation theories, and fan reactions blending into an ever-expanding web of narratives. The NFL community, from coaches to fans, is on edge, trying to predict what will happen next and whether this incident will redefine the 49ers' season trajectory. The broader implications of Shanahan's public statement extend far beyond the immediate roster concerns, hinting at deeper questions about leadership, communication, and the role of media in professional sports. By expressing such strong sentiments live, Shanahan has created a ripple effect, influencing not only McCaffrey's potential options, but also how other players perceive their own positions within the team. There's a growing discourse around how coaching philosophy interacts with player expectations, particularly in a league where elite talent is scarce and team dynamics are delicate. McCaffrey's career trajectory, his relationship with teammates, and his negotiation leverage are now all inextricably linked to this singular, high-profile moment. Rumors suggest that the 49ers management is actively weighing multiple scenarios, including trades, restructured contracts, and strategic shifts to reconcile the conflicting visions. Fans are eager for updates, scanning every news outlet, social media post, and insider report for the faintest hint of resolution, while commentators speculate on the potential domino effects across the NFL landscape. Even the simplest tactical decisions, such as play calling or snap distribution, are being analyzed through the lens of this controversy. As Shanahan and McCaffrey navigate this delicate situation, the entire football world watches, knowing that the outcome could influence not only the team's success, but also set a precedent for how public airing of internal conflicts can reshape professional sports narratives. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The fallout from Kyle Shanahan's live declaration regarding Christian McCaffrey's potential departure continues to reverberate through the NFL community, creating a charged atmosphere where speculation thrives and facts are almost secondary to rumor. Sources close to the team hint that internal meetings have become increasingly tense, with coaches and executives debating how to manage both the narrative and the potential consequences on the field. McCaffrey's role as a versatile, dual-threat running back has always been central to the 49ers' offensive strategy, and his possible exit raises pressing questions about how the team will adapt. Analysts have begun scrutinizing not only his individual performance metrics, such as yards per carry, reception stats, and touchdown frequency, but also how his presence affects team chemistry, drawing parallels to other high-profile conflicts in NFL history. Social media has become a battleground of opinion, with fans fiercely defending McCaffrey's contributions or supporting Shanahan's right to demand alignment with his coaching vision. Rumors of potential trade destinations are gaining traction, with insiders suggesting that teams with weak backfield depth might see McCaffrey as a game-changing acquisition. Meanwhile, the 49ers locker room reportedly faces a climate of uncertainty, with players concerned about how leadership disputes could influence play calling and morale in upcoming games. The situation is evolving rapidly, and every statement, social media post, or offhand comment is analyzed with obsessive scrutiny by fans and media alike. Whispers from unnamed sources indicate that McCaffrey himself is weighing his options carefully, considering the impact of remaining with the 49ers versus exploring opportunities elsewhere, where his talents might be better appreciated or more strategically utilized. The psychological dimension of the conflict cannot be underestimated, as public scrutiny, fan pressure, and Shanahan's emphatic remarks create a high-stakes environment for decision-making. Industry insiders suggest that contract clauses, injury history, and salary cap considerations are all being evaluated in tandem, as the team seeks to balance competitive advantage with financial prudence. Meanwhile, pundits have begun speculating on the subtle, almost invisible tensions that arise when a player of McCaffrey's caliber clashes with a coach's vision, noting that leadership styles and personality conflicts can be just as impactful as athletic ability. Some reports even hint at potential ripple effects on the wider roster, as teammates may feel compelled to take sides or adjust their own strategies to align with the evolving hierarchy. Social media chatter is dominated by mock scenarios, fantasy football projections, and fan polls gauging who is right in the conflict, while analysts weigh the probability of a trade versus reconciliation. The combination of talent, ego, and strategic stakes makes this one of the most captivating narratives in the league this season. Every development is dissected, every rumor amplified, and the uncertainty fuels an ever-expanding media cycle that shows no signs of slowing down. Some experts are already predicting that Shanahan's public frustration could be a calculated move to generate leverage, both with McCaffrey and with league executives, leveraging the media's attention to accelerate decision-making. Whether this is an act of strategy or genuine exasperation remains unclear, but the timing and intensity of the outburst suggest that it was not entirely spontaneous. Meanwhile, fan communities are dissecting game footage frame by frame, looking for evidence that might support Shanahan's critique or showcase McCaffrey's indispensable contributions. The debate has evolved into a larger conversation about leadership in professional sports, exploring how far a coach can push and how much autonomy a star player should have. Rumors about potential trade packages have begun to emerge, with speculative combinations of draft picks and player swaps circulating among NFL insiders. Every suggestion fuels the narrative, creating a feedback loop where speculation drives reporting and reporting fuels further speculation. McCaffrey's agents are reportedly in close consultation, evaluating both the market value of their client and the political landscape within the 49ers organization. The story is evolving by the hour, with each new leak, interview, or analysis adding layers of intrigue. And the league as a whole is watching intently to see how this high-profile conflict will resolve, knowing that the outcome could set precedent for player-coach dynamics across franchises. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.